Okay, hi. We're going to do two visual analysis pieces today to give you sort of practice for your Unit 1 exam. So this first piece here, we've got Shepard Fairey's Obey. This is a campaign poster that was in different sizes. Some were huge and some were quite small. Now imagine yourself walking by this and trying to determine meaning. So let's look at the important visual elements. Remember, only the key ones, okay, in this piece that we'd be looking for in my answer if I asked you about this slide. Well, you'd see contrast between the black and the white and the red and the white we see working here in both the face and in the lettering around the words obey. Okay. We also see flat shape. Well, shape is flat, so it's like, yes, we see shapes. We see red shapes. We see the white lettering shape, which is sort of a geometric shape. And we see the organic shape around the face. And we also see a line that creates that outside border. Okay? What are all these visual elements doing to help get to meaning here? Okay, well, they're definitely eye-catching, aren't they? That high contrast and that simple shape that we're looking at. And the big lettering. Well, it's meant to capture our attention. And take a good look at that face. Consider it for a moment. Does it look like a face you might want to obey? Maybe not. It looks a little bit like Big Brother or Society's Man. Somebody that definitely looks scary. The idea is that this is sort of a visual joke. It's a twist. You walk by, you see the obey word contrasted out, capturing you. Oh, okay. And then you think, oh no, maybe I shouldn't obey. This is definitely a play on you need to question authority. Be careful or you might end up obeying somebody like this. Let's look at the second piece. This is a colossal head of the Olmec tribe. There are about 120 of these in Central America, dotted all up and down the landscape, and they've been standing for over 3,000 years. Let's take a look at this guy. Well, he's huge, okay? So that's scale. That's an element we haven't talked about yet, but we will very shortly. That's size. Okay, so it's very big in scale. It looks heavy, doesn't it? It's made out of basalt, which is a type of igneous rock. So it's going to be having mass. That is its most important visual element that we see. This scale and the mass of it. We also have sort of a nice pockmarked texture from the basalt. And we have what's carved into it, that very low carving you see of the headdress and the face. That's bas-relief. B-A-S, relief. Okay? So how does those elements, how do they convey meaning? Well, with the size, when you consider a big, heavy, huge thing versus a very little delicate thing, scale usually and mass kind of denotes importance, power, long-lastingness, big, important, powerful things, as opposed to little, delicate, intimate things. Okay? That's just something that's innate in the human character. So this big, powerful head with this pockmarked face that's weathered, that's, time, it looks very weathered. That's telling you that this is meant to endure. So what are the Olmecs saying about their head here? Who is this guy? Well, he's obviously somebody very important, so maybe a god or a god king. He's meant to be powerful, everlasting. He's also protecting or denoting his area and domain. This is us, keep out. He's also standing as a testament of his, his power and his strength. That's how you determine meaning from visual elements. See how they kind of coalesce together. In the fairy piece, we saw color there too. Notice how I didn't mention it, because it's really not important to the overall impact of the piece. Yes, I would mind if you mentioned it, but remember, we're trying to focus on only the most important ones. Thank you.